Moshe speaks to the Jewish people in the desert, and he says to them, I'm not only making this covenant today with you, but with those who are here today and those who are not here today. This doesn't seem to make sense, because the parasha begins by saying that all the Jewish people were gathered together. So who were the people who weren't there? Haksav v'Hakabbalah answers with the Midrash, which says that Moshe was talking about the Jewish people of the future. Even those who were not alive at that time were included in this great deal with God, saying that we will be his people and keep his Torah, and that he will guide us forever, bringing us to our homeland and helping us to be priests of goodness for the whole world. So you and me and your parents and all the people here, we are all included in that covenant with God, which was agreed nearly 3,500 years ago. Now this seems a bit strange. People can do wonderful things, but once they are gone, surely their message comes to an end. So how are we included in this famous agreement if it was agreed by people who are no longer here? Isn't it a new deal for a new generation? Rabbi Nachum of Chernobyl, a late 18th century Hasidic leader, deals with this question in an astonishing way. He explains that the holiness in every Jewish life is like a Sefer Torah. When we observe the mitzvahs of the Torah, we make the letters which spell out those mitzvahs in our Sefer Torah shine more brightly. When, God forbid, we don't keep the Torah like we should, we damage the letters which warn us against what we have done. But the holiness of Shabbos has a special strength to it. We know this because the laws of Shabbos were not just written in Moshe's Sefer Torah. They were actually engraved in stone on the tablets which bore the Ten Commandments. You can rub out writing quite easily, but it's a lot harder to rub out an engraving. The holiness of Shabbos is set in stone. It just keeps coming back, whatever we do to it. What does that special Shabbos holiness do? Rabbi Nachum says that the day when the Jewish people received the Torah was a Shabbos. On that day, they were each presented with two beautiful crowns for accepting both the positive and negative commandments of the Torah. And every Shabbos, it is as if Moshe comes back to every Jew and offers those two crowns again. Every Shabbos, it's as if we are back at the foot of Mount Sinai. Every Shabbos, God offers his covenant to us. Now maybe we can understand what the Torah says. Back then, when Moshe told the Jewish people of the Hebrew year 2488 that there was a covenant between both the Jews alive then and the Jews who would be alive in the future, he saw us all. Moshe, our greatest prophet, included the good people of Edrei United and all the Jews who would ever live in that covenant. Truth is, keeping Shabbos is not always easy. Sometimes work commitments can make it hard. Some people don't like it because it's not fashionable. Some people just can't understand Shabbos, or they aren't ready to enter into that covenant with God. Our Torah is so deep that it seems difficult, and you need to push a bit to see its amazing beauty. But like I said, Shabbos was a mitzvah that was not only written, it was engraved. Shabbos will always be there for us. Moshe will offer us those two crowns every single week of our whole lives because he promised. And whenever we want, we can claim that special holiness for ourselves.